Hmm. Excuse me. Good evening, everyone. I am here with a last minute stream, and that hopefully you guys will enjoy yourselves. Because since I really have a whole lot of anything planned, I'm actually going to be doing American Truck Simulator because, as I said, I have nothing planned, but also in part because I caved and I bought. Uh, I bought some expansions due to the Steam Summer Sale going on. Um, so let's go ahead and click back into the game. So originally I just had California, Nevada, and Arizona as part of the bundle I bought originally. Well, uh, could have waited a day, not that it went on that much of a sale, but I decided to get Colorado here earlier last week, and then I think it was just today I picked up New Mexico, Utah, Washington, and Oregon, which means now I have all these different places I can deliver to. And so instead of doing the job for myself like I have been doing, I'm going to go ahead and take a job to take me to New Mexico, if for no other reason, so that way we can get a chance to go there. So, because it's very hard, at least where I'm at right now, to always get jobs to the new locations that I've unlocked now that I have those expansions and that. But we'll do what they call a quick job, which isn't necessarily all that quick to begin with, and we'll go ahead and see about getting that done up and going. So, point of this game is basically to pretend to be a truck driver. If I can talk, that would be even better. And so I have my blah, blah, blah. I've been playing this game for, I don't know, a fair bit. I'm not even sure when I actually bought it. I have to check Steam. But I've played it long enough that I am almost level 30, which puts me pretty high or close or whatever to end game. And as I say, I'm going to hit that pole. Somehow I did not. Um, I guess you could call it in game. The actual point of this game is, besides making deliveries, is to try to set up your own truck business, which I have got going a bit. I have 2 garages, 3 employees, total of 4 trucks, one being my own, and I went in the wrong location, didn't I? Always, 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 always. It has a lot of the game system has a lot of different features in it. Like if I really wanted to, I could turn on the fatigue um, simulator, which means every so often I have to pull over and rest. That's usually only a real issue when I'm um, driving my own rig, and it's got other things that you can manage. Like it does have a gas, the gas that you do have to manage. You cannot turn that off. Um, it also has a ticketing system, which I did turn off because of those. I would have hit quite a few tickets just then, and they're pretty pricey on average, about $900 per occurrence. That's if you hit somebody, back into somebody, run the red light. Actually, I think that one's only 700. But there's also speeding tickets, which, like I said, I've turned all that stuff off for now because I'm more interested in just enjoying myself at the moment. And also because if somebody makes me mad, I will do like I've done before in this game, and I will put them in the fucking ditch. Uh, I did that here some time ago, and that because a person decided to brake check me. Let me repeat that. A person decided to brake check the semi driver behind them. Either they're just being stupid, honestly, either or is possible. And I took the wrong turn. That's probably why I shouldn't have it that large, but oh well. Since I don't have the fatigue set turned on, I can just take it there. I don't have to worry about how much time I actually have to make my delivery. And at 18 hours and 15 minutes, I still need 20 hours and change to get to where I need to go. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing tonight because I really didn't know what else to play. I could have probably booted up Monster Hunter and played some of that. I have two of them. One I have not played a whole lot of in a very long time. Other stuff I have. My other game, I did play kind of far into it, but it's been forever since I played it, and so I did actually restart my game because I couldn't remember where I was, but I did not get rid of my other save file because my Palico has a cute little Halloween outfit that I want. I think it was him. I want him to keep. So anyway, that's that whole thing with that. I suppose if I really want, I don't know how it would feel about that, but I could turn on the radio simulator that the game has, where it plays random music, and people can actually upload their own stations to do this and have all sorts of fun that way. There's also the multiplayer option of having a convoy, which, for those of you, I didn't stream it, but I did try that with Rooster and Dragon a few nights ago. That did not go very well for me, for my, experience, but it did seem like some fun because, yeah, why not? When you're playing with other people. I've watched other people, in fact, House of the Inept. I can't remember what his name is. I want to say it's Desparrow, but I could be wrong. He played this actually. He was the person I rated on Tuesday when I finished, Wednesday rather, when I finished Hollow Knight earlier than I thought I would, and we needed some time to kill, and I looted this up then. So, yeah. Excuse me. There's bunches, like, there's tons of DLC for this stuff. It's the same company that made Euro Trucker. Like, my cab that I actually own does have a sleeper in it. Although it's frustrating because you think with having the sleeper in it, you could pull up to the side of the road somewhere and use the sleeper there if you absolutely had to, but that is not an option that you can take. So, but with all this stuff turned off, everything is optional. But I'm still going to play through as if I've actually got everything turned on. So right now, besides just making money, the goal that I'm trying out right now is to um, either get some more trucks, which I think maybe I might have bought a new one. I can't remember. I have to look in my garage manager, and hire more drivers because of the two garages. The one that I'm stationed at by default is in Bakersfield, California. I'm the only one there. My other garage, which was my original garage, is in Flagstaff, Arizona, where my three drivers are, and they are doing quite well. Some of them, I should say, are doing quite well, because some of them are bringing in, you know, 11, between 11 and $23,000, $25,000 per run they successfully complete. I have one. He seems to be very hit and miss because he will only bring back about 1,000 and go from there. And so yeah, and they do that because they have trailers, and so they can basically pick their own jobs. I have not bought myself a trailer yet for my vehicle, but I am wanting to buy myself a tankard because the tankard drives, deliveries, whatever, do seem to pick up the most money because most of the time, at least for me, because of my level and everything, they are worth upwards of $70,000 to be completed successfully, which not always, because the last one I did before I actually turned this on, I damaged the hell out of a trailer because I was just not very successful at driving the damn thing properly. Plus, I got stuck. I don't know how many times. I, I, mean, I caused a ton of damage to my rig. And so, yeah, it's a whole thing, essentially. But after we do this delivery, I'll see what I have in my bank, essentially, and we'll go from there. I did actually pay off a loan that I had taken to get myself started with this part of the game, because that's another feature it has, where you can take out a loan and you pay back daily, which means you have to be successfully delivering daily, and certain things affect that. But like, to take the highest one, which I think is $400,000, even though you can take a total of $500,000 between multiple different loans, you need to make sure you have a pretty damn steady income to come in. But I'll show you guys all that, guys. I'll show you guys all that stuff as soon as I deliver this thing to wherever it is in New Mexico I'm heading, because I can't remember the name of the town. Well, actually, it should be in this one. Sorcerer. So I guess I'm heading to Sorcerer, New Mexico. But and then if I level up, I'll show you guys the level up screen, which plays largely into what kind of benefits you get from driving. Like, I think I have my fragile cargo max, which means that I can take some very high value cargo. I have long distance, a couple in that. I think I max my fuel economy, which means I save 35% when I'm driving with a trailer, or when I'm driving Bobcat, or Bobtail, whatever it is. Basically, I don't have a trailer. That's one of those things that I would literally have to ask Rooster about that, because in spite of the fact that my father was a truck driver for a long while before he got married, to the best of my knowledge, he never really talked to me about it. But then again, we have a complicated relationship that he doesn't even realize is that complicated, because I just tolerate it. Anyhow, looks like Rooster and Dragon are having some difficulties with what they're streaming right now, so hopefully, though, they're not that difficult. Well, they're playing Played Up, or at least Dragon is. Rooster probably going to be playing that too. Yep. That was one of those games that I bought because basically they had bought it, and it was a multiplayer game, and then I think I played it once with them, and that was... I played it a bit by myself, but, you know, I actually have quite a few games that are like that I bought them because I knew people who were playing it a lot, and they said they enjoyed it, and then I bought it so that way, you know, if it was, especially if it was primarily a multiplayer game like Played Up, I'd have people to play it with, and then they stopped playing. So it's one of those things. It kind of led me to do, like, it kind of led me to that whole back away from people and see who reaches out to you to see where everybody stands. And unfortunately, I did that, and it seems to have told me a lot more than told me a lot more and confirmed a lot more than what I was willing to initially believe. So that is what it is. I am still fighting off the last of whatever the hell this is that I caught. It is still hanging on for dear life, though, and I am not happy about that. I can honestly say I'm really not happy about that. And yes, if you have a hard time seeing me because I'm checking the stream feed in my phone, I am actually wearing a black shirt tonight. So, because I worked, came home, I was going to stream right away, but then it was, you know, well, we'll do dinner. Dinner was later than I was expecting it to be. Otherwise, it was started, and then taking a break. Maybe, I don't know, because I know based on what I've been told, taking a break is not necessarily the best thing to do for viewers. But I am not necessarily a big fan of stuffing my face in front of people. You know, power to those who don't mind doing that, and people who enjoy watching that sort of stuff. I'm not that much of an exhibitionist when it comes to my food, because it can get very ugly when I eat. Not really, but especially because of my beard, I do tend to make a bit of a mess. And we had pasta tonight, so you know, that would have been that would have been something. I also went out and bought a new vape. This one has refillable, disposable things that once the coil burns out, I chuck it and then just get a new one. They're sold in 3 packs for, I can't remember, I think it's $20 in that. Balls of juice are $25, so same as well, it's not the same brand I normally buy, but same as buying one for this. So we'll see how long it lasts and how well this goes. I'm also not a very big fan of the flavor I picked, so I'm not impressed about that. It is what it is. Also, Monday. Monday is Canada Day. For those of you who do not know, that is the day for Canadian independence. Much like the 4th of July is American Independence Day. And so I have the day off. And that, so in addition, well, I always have the day off, but so in addition to that being a laundry day, it is probably going to be an extended, clusterfuck stream day. Variety stream, whatever you want to call it. And Wednesday will also be an extended stream for Time Spinner, because I am off Wednesday because the wonderful company I work for says that since they're paying me for Monday, I have to have 2 days off where I do not receive any financial compensation for, wasting what little bit of energy and decency in my body is left on making them money. So I have Wednesday off as well. But enough about my tirade on that, because trust me, that's a whole different subject I could easily go in and go off on, because, yeah. Anyway, the flavor I picked for my first bottle of juice in a long time was strawberry kiwi, and I'm not a fan. There's a very strange taste to it, and either it's a under or aftertaste or whatever you want to call it, but there's something about it I do not particularly care for. So my other vape does still have a little bit of juice left in it. So when I need a hit and I don't want this thing, I will take a hit off of that and then go back to this thing. So far, I filled it, I don't know if you guys could see, but I have filled it 4 times after realizing that I was filling the wrong hole the first time. Typical guy issue, I guess, putting the wrong thing in the wrong hole, but that's a whole different story, I suppose. Um, this is just me, by the way. I don't know if it's because it's so late or what it is, but I am very inappropriate when I talk, obviously. So, you know, the whole world of whatever it was when I grew up being raised as a Catholic, I'm sure people would be mortified, although based on what I remember, a lot of them don't have room to talk. Anyhow. Tumbleweeds. So, this game does do a lot of things that are pretty accurate to real life drivers. Because, like I said, they brake check you. They will go 50 in a 70 zone. Sometimes they'll go 40 in a 70 zone and everything else. Meanwhile, you're just, trucking, literally trucking right along. And you get to a bottleneck because 2 trucks are going relatively the same speed, even though they're both going the recommended towing speed of 55, and neither one is trying to make an effort to pass or let the other one in. And so that creates problems. I also saw a head-on collision here previously before I turned this on for you guys, which was interesting to see that, but I think I've seen 3 accidents in my previous job, which was interesting to see, because maybe it's because I'm doing the longer drives now, but I never saw very many. But anyway, the reason why I was going on about the tumbleweeds is because it does warn for animals in some places in California. It warns about rock slides. I have not encountered those. I did actually have to turn on and turn up the precipitation chance to actually use my windshield wiper blades because it was set to 7%. which means it barely ever rains. I also did learn, although that could have been the cab I was driving at the time too, that I don't like this one because I don't have full use of my driver's side mirror. Um, that it does include some, realistic mechanics in regards to driving a tractor trailer when the road is wet. So, and that was a fun learning curve. Hello. Really? Nobody in the left lane, so guess where I'm going? Because I'm an impatient bitch. I mean, I say that about myself all the time, so. And you can pass me on the... Can I gear up? I think I can gear myself up now. Ah, crap. Accidentally turned on sticky keys. Because I was... If you hit the right... I don't know. Because, see, I don't have my truck set to the H shift or sequential shift or anything like that. Mine's set to automatic. So... And rip. At least I avoided hitting them, because even if I'm not going to get fined, it's still going to cause damage to my employer's truck, which they'll take out of my money and my EXP. Because trust me, I have lost plenty of money that way. There's really no point in me trying to pass anyone, because there's not enough room for me to slip in anywhere by the looks of it. One thing I do have to say though is, because of the amount of RAM I have in my computer, this is its ultra settings for its graphics. It's pretty, very pretty. In fact, in the previous job I did, I was trying to get to where I was at night, and you could actually see the constellations in there. In fact, for a while, in the top right of my window that I could see through, there was the Big Dipper. So I don't know if they've developed anything yet for the Aurora Borealis or anything like that, but unfortunately I do not have the money I was hoping to have for the summer sale, because I probably would have bought all of the state expansions, because there's still Nebraska, Kansas, Montana, and I want to say Texas expansions that I could have bought for this. But they also have a bunch of other stuff with specific paint jobs you can buy. When I get back to my cab, I'll show you the sleeper. There's accessory stuff that you can buy and put in there to decorate your cab. Oh, I guess I might want to... Nope, I want to stay here. I was going to say, where am I wanting to go? Bah. Okay. You know what? I am just going to turn this back on to, not that close, but basically the one that's in my dash that, I could just as easily turn off my navigation help and follow that one. But then it's an issue of I don't have access. I don't think I'd have access to my other stuff with my other buttons. Like, how long do I have until my job is considered late? All the other stuff. And I actually had quite a few late jobs when I first started, because I didn't have any, I had no skill points, no nothing like that to put into the just-in-time deliveries and everything else. So. And you know what? Because of this whole cough situation, whatever else, I'm going to turn on my other mirror. There we go. I might go ahead and start up one of the music channels, just so that way there's something else going on besides the screeching of my tires, the brakes, and everything else. Because unfortunately, yes, I am just having that much difficulty trying to even just talk. I mean, even work is still miserable. I have to be careful about talking too much at work, um, because if I'm talking a lot with my coworkers about stuff going on at our store, I wind up running out of running out of enough whatever to talk to my customers. So that's still bueno. Oh, look at the hot air balloons. All right, it's gonna. So see sim radio, and I'm going to turn this one on. I think. Oh, they have some. I'm guessing this is DE. What would that be? Danish? I don't know. I can put this one on from Quebec, Radio 98.1, considering I am in Canada. Not that I can really understand Quebecois. I can understand a little bit of French, Parisian French, but... Did it actually swap over, or nope? And I'm sure YouTube is not going to be happy with this, but you know what? I'm not worried about that just yet, because I don't upload anything to YouTube, really. The only thing up there right now is my lives that I have with you guys, and that I haven't done anything specifically for YouTube yet, but... I don't know, maybe I think I'd be better off going... Okay, I was gonna say, is that actually even French? It is. Wife. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to put this back on the simulator radio. And if any of these are actual songs, you'll have to let me know, because some of them really don't, like, sound familiar or anything like that, because I've never heard this song before. So... Okay, they are real songs, because I recognize this one. Ah, you heifer. I actually know this song. I bought it on Google before it became YouTube. So... Come on. So this is some... It will randomly do this, and then certain places you in California, they'll inspect your truck, and if you have any damage, they will scold you, and then if it's bad enough after a certain percentage, they fine you. So, oh, I want something just like this. The superhuman gifts. It's a superhero in a fairy tale bliss. There's someone I can turn to, somebody I can miss. I want something just like this. In all honesty, if it wasn't for the fact I can't even drive a car, this is probably how I actually will be driving my truck, is listen to this kind of music and just... Actually, in the real world, I wouldn't be knocking people off the road, but, you know, since it's a game, I can do that. Just like this. Where'd you wanna go? How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, and some fairy tale bliss, something I can turn to, somebody I can kiss. I want something just like this. They're supposed to be going 70 and they're not even going 70. Gotta love it. That the accuracy of this with other drivers sometimes is just something just like this. It's something just like this. Honestly, though, I'm thinking I should probably get rid of the restream because I don't know if I actually get anybody that watches me on YouTube. And I'm such a dumbass, I never think to go and check my YouTube stuff. So, not that it really matters because more often than not, I get dinged for copyright stuff even when, like, the stuff is supposed to be updated that it's a game that I'm playing. Like, when I was playing .hack, I got hit all the time for copyright music, even though I had set up the stuff that it was going off the two of them. And, yeah. YouTube is really not whatever for streaming. At least doing it as a subset or secondary with Twitch. Sure, if I would stream exclusively on YouTube, it would be a whole different shtick, but really? You better be passing them. You better be fucking passing them. There we go. Do I have my auto? Nope, I do not have my lights on. Now I do. I have auto lights on my like my individual cab that I own. I have auto lights on it. Not that they always seem to work either. So. And cabs get very difficult to maneuver after 80 miles an hour. Again, I learned that the hard way. Although that time I did hit somebody head on going 93 miles an hour. I wish I would have been streaming because the flip the car that van I hit did was epic. Yeah. Oh, where is my? Okay. Oh, it's this. I don't know. That's how many miles I put on. How many miles do I have left? I don't like this display. Oh, Alice made $3,374. Did she level? No, she did not level. Really doesn't show me how much gas I actually have left. Although, since I'm on delivery, if I have to refill, my employer pays that, and I don't think they take it out of my money. Oh. Can't tell if this is the Atomic Kitten version or if this is the original Blondie version. Probably the original Blondie version. Was it Blondie? I have to look that up. I'll know more in the chorus because Atomic Kitten did theirs chorus a bit different than the original song. Or if they've changed singers, that would be a good indication too, if I could tell. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get gas for my rig because there's no way I'm making it another 8 hours on like what, less than a quarter tank of gas. So I better keep an eye out for my next refill. Okay. I honestly cannot tell whose version of the song this is. Give something to believe in. I know the way you want it to be. You won't take no chances. We'll make it happen somehow. Pressure on these people last and
Simulator Radio. Play Simulator Radio.
I guess even simulator radios don't have all the best songs, eh? Alexander M is the driver that I talk about that never seems to bring in a lot. He only got 1185 this time. More often than not, he returns without finding a job, and it's almost half to three to a two-thirds of what he most recently brought in. There is my. I need this next off ramp. On ramp, off ramp. Oh, it's a remix. That's why. Okay, go. Damn, blast it. Okay. Now I just got to figure out how to get into the place to get the gasoline. Oh, I guess diesel fuel. As you can tell, I've already pulled in here previously to rest when I had the fatigue simulation on. So, not that I went this far back. That's something else you can do. As driving all the various roads, you can complete the maps driving and get achievements. Like, there's actually quite a few achievements in this game. You wouldn't think so because it's a truck simulation game, but the people who worked on this, I can't remember the name of the company right now. I think it's SCS. They have done an amazing job with this. So, and I'm going to hit the pumps if I try to pull all the way through. Okay, so this is a small engine because I had a quarter of a tank, less than a quarter of a tank, and it only took 95 gallons. Okay, let's see if I can actually get myself out of here without causing any damage. Okay. Hey, I did that surprisingly well. Kind of jealous everybody else is, well, not everybody else, but a lot of other people are playing Dawn trailer, and I haven't bought it, and I haven't even thought about going back to Final Fantasy 14. I probably will eventually, and if that's something some of you guys would like to see, since, you know, I play Final Fantasy 14, I'm mainly healer, so that'd be a whole different shtick, but if that's something you want to see, let me know. I'd be happy to put this on when I'm doing quests and even doing my dungeon roulettes, if I ever get back up to feeling doing my roulettes. Can't tell you how long it had been, even when I did play for those 6 months. I couldn't tell you how long I went between doing my daily roulettes, let alone my weekly. My weeklies I usually would get done at some point, but my dailies, not so much. I only heard this song from a video that I watched of a drag queen couple, and apparently that song was on Eurovision at one point. That "You Are My Universe." So. Phoenix and Flagstaff, 2 miles. And I'm 6 hours and 40 minutes away from my delivery. Woo! Not the most exciting game, I know, but... I don't think this one is as powerful as my vehicle. Because I'm sure I would have hit 70 by now. Who do I have lurking out there if anybody is able to comment? Because I know I have two people. One is me. It's either Rooster or Dragon. One of them is nice enough to put me on the background while they stream, which is absolutely lovely for them to do. Rip. Oh. I veered over in the other lane enough that the other person stopped. Come on. Okay. Everybody wave to the crew as we pass Flagstaff. Some part in California, I think it is, speed limit's 80. And yes, I have done 80 in this truck. Well, not in this truck, but in my truck.
The soundtrack to your game on Simulator Radio.
It is really dark out, and I don't have the... Oh, yeah, there my high beams are. And other drivers will flash at you if your high beams are on. But looks like I finally got them turned on. They'll auto-censor themselves or whatever. And I'm speeding. I wonder if I'll have another glitch like I had the one night. I was driving, I think it was the night that I was in the convoy with Rooster and Dragon. One of the other tractor trailers just suddenly spawned right in front of me, and they were across the road. It was jumping up and down and everything else. So I literally had to drive through the dirt to get around it because there was no other way for me to get around it. And I was in the middle of a delivery. So it was one of those what the fuck kind of moments. Again, another time I wish I had been streaming. I don't know, lady, if this is as good as you do with your singing, I'm not sure I want one shot. Road work. Which lane is closed? Right lane's closed, so everyone merge left. They know it's coming, but yet they can't get over when they see the warning. Like I said, that real world bullshit. Hello, would you guys pick up the speed?
Next time you ask Alexa to bark like a dog, ask her to play Simulator Radio.
Whoop. What the hell is with this music? Holbrook. Holbrook. That's it. Honestly, I'm pretty tempted to just go and find one of my local stations here in where I live and plug it in. But then again, I probably shouldn't do that because I try not. I mean, anybody who knows me well enough knows where I'm at. But for the most part, I prefer to keep it that I'm just in southern Alberta or Alberta in general. This either I'm taking that many hits off it, or this juice just does not last very well because I'm probably gonna have to fill it again tonight before bed, depending on when I go to bed. Guess next red light I hit, I could have myself a bottle of water. So, of course.
In-game and on your smart speaker, just say, play Simulator Radio. Your number one simulation station.
I don't know if I'm even going. I mean, I know I'm heading to New Mexico, but I don't even know if I'm actually on a road to New Mexico. No, no there's Showbrook, Sholo. Because that corner butchered that corner is more like it, but that's a whole different story. And you can see the little yellow X's where if I would drive into those, I would take damage to my vehicle. Oh. I guess they're waiting for a light, so... I was wondering why they were just sitting there. Oh, no. Oh, no, I was going to say looks like the right lane ends soon, but... After this Yahoo passes me, I can get back in. Oh, for the love of Pete, this song. I'm gonna have to call my doctor. I experienced a hot flash at work, and I had at least 2 points on my arm, 2 different points, one on each arm, that were hot to the touch. And the one location is still tender, but the other one's not tender to the touch. So I don't know what that is. I don't like what the possibility of that could be, to be honest. Because I'm struggling enough as it is to keep myself under 320 pounds and get myself back into good shape by going and using the heavy duty equipment or whatever you want to say at the physical therapist's office. I missed 2 weeks because I've been feeling like crap. Granted, the first week was worse, but I'm also overdue to pay for my gym usage again. And it's only $30, yeah, but it's a situation where you got everything else to do. Scraping together $30 can be too much. Everybody's like, well, go here, go there, because it's only $18 a month. Well, I understand that, and I appreciate the sentiment or whatever it is, or trying to help. But at least at my physical therapist's office, if I injured myself, there are people there that will be able to help me. Those other locations, they usually don't have people on staff all the time. That if I would hurt myself, that I'd be able to get any help. Oh, for the love of Pete. Pressing the button harder won't make it go faster. So I don't know why the hell I'm trying to break my keyboard by pressing the forward button. Now what? Something else is up ahead. What is it? Tumbleweeds. But I'm talking about this orange sign here on the side. Oh. New Mexico. We are officially in another state. Yeehaw. And where do you think you're going? That's what I thought. Somebody tried to put their big girl pants on and I had to knock them back into them. Because I'd put money on it that if they would have passed me, they would have hit the brakes. Pass with care. I can put my cruise control on now. And grab a bottle. Granted, that was stupid of me to do, but Ian's have watched me for. Some of Ian's have been watching me for now for over 3 years. It would not be the first dumb thing I've done. 45 zone coming up. Granted, I'm not worried about it because I won't get a ticket for speeding, but see right, well, I don't know why I'm pointing because of the way the screens are in that, but you know, see some of the actual constellations up there. Hands on the keyboard, and I'm 92 miles out from my destination. Roughly. There is a thing I can put up here to tell me which way I'm moving my steering wheel so I could drive from this perspective a lot easier, but I disable it because it confused me, because I'm usually confused. Okay, I better not do that anymore because I almost hit that car. So if this puts me up to where it should roughly put me up to as far as my income goes, I will see about getting myself a trailer to take on. Can't remember what the other one, but I can only do it if I have a trailer. And otherwise, it's a freight delivery or freight contract or whatever. And yeah. Less than an hour. Oh, direction. Oh no, I was wrong. I didn't think it would be Greece. My Wizard of Oz and this movie apparently are like two of my housemates' absolutely most favorite movies or something. This must not be from the original soundtrack because that did not sound like Diddy Kong and what's his name. Don't really even sound like John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John. And that wasn't Sarker Channing. No matter what role she plays, she has a very distinct voice. It's always sounds sarcastic. So. Now it does sound like them, so I don't know. Maybe my hearing is just that bad. But as we've seen, I made it in pretty good time. I still technically have 20 hours and 39 minutes left to do the job. Right here? Yep.
All the hits. Simulator Radio.
Oof. Well, thankfully it's only 2%, so it shouldn't negate or shouldn't take too much off of my score. Nope, too far out. Okay. Now let's see if I can slowly roll my way into the right location for the bonus EXP. Granted, there is a more difficult version that Rooster tends to take for his parking, which requires backing in. And as you can tell, I'm not very good at even going forward with a vehicle like this. So I'll be running around, but you'll be kissing my ass. Nope, I won't level, but I'm almost level 30. Alrighty, so I can continue, and then what we'll do is it will kick me back. This is my vehicle. And from here I can go in. If I buy a trailer, I can assign it to that for cargo market, which we will do here, but this is my company manager. Take me through to all my different trucks. As you can see, I have a Peterbilt, and by far the most powerful one in my fleet at the moment. This top one that has the driven distance of 30,000 miles is actually my previous one that I had that I gave to Merrick to use, which might have been a mistake, I don't know. But Alexander is heading back, so he is currently not not active. So this shows, does it show where everyone's at? yeah, it shows where everyone is at. And as I unlock the different expansions, my drivers can drive those areas as well. So trailer manager, this shows where all of my trailers are and everybody who has one out right now. So driver manager, this is where I can manage my drivers. This is my current location, even though I went down to New Mexico. It goes by where my vehicle actually is. Garage manager, so I do have, like I said, I have the two. If I can, this is the headquarters one. This is a fully upgraded one. I have space for 2 more trucks and 2 new drivers. As you can see, I'm only producing about 19% of my current capability for this depot, and that's accounting for the fact that I've got 2 pretty well used trucks, and I have 2 open spots for drivers that I can recruit through the recruitment agency. I can do it this way, and it shows me all the different skills that they have. This guy, for example, I honestly think some of these are AI generated pictures, but he's got 2 in his hazardous cargo, 1 in value cargo. Their ratings will go up as they get better, but it's just an issue of picking somebody and deciding who you want to take a chance on. I don't know if there is actually information on like which ones are the best, but so as you can see, I maxed out my hazmat transport, high value cargo, and fuel economy are all maxed out. This just shows you what it is. So then this one, like right now, I get 15% reward, 3% increase for finishing important delivery, 25% higher for finishing an urgent delivery. And then fragile cargo will show you the same thing, and it just tells you the whatever, and then 5% increase. It tells you how much it went up. Long distance, rank 6 gets me deliveries anywhere, and this one would be good for now that I have all the different expansions, because they could probably easily give me one that's between the 1600 and 2500 miles. And then the bank, I repaid the active loan I had, but as you can see, currently I can borrow up to $500,000, so I can borrow the 2 of these. It does show me that I would have to make on average $5,788 a day. So, and then emails, I'll message you various things like overdraft if your account needs done, if your people need to get a hold of you for whatever reason. Like, this was when I first bought those other vehicles. They were used, and they were in less than preferred shape, shall we say. So I don't have enough garages to do quick purchase from online, but now that I have $378,000, I'm going to go ahead and see about buying, and I'll show you this because some of these are locked, so I have to have garages in certain places, but I will buy myself the tanker that I was wanting to get. Livestock. So I guess the gas tank, fuel tank. Flammable liquids, those, like I said, these are usually the ones that give me the best price, and so I can go through, I can I can do other stuff, but as you see, I can't buy one because I don't have a garage owned in Colorado, Idaho, Montana, Nevada, Oklahoma, Oregon, or Utah yet. I could buy a double, which puts the price up from $54,000 to $83,000 and change. I think we'll just stick with a single for now. Um, I can do the fuel tank 4 compartments, which is only $1,000 more, which I think that's what I'll do. I can pick a different chassis, although I'm not sure entirely what, if any, the big impact of that is. So this is where I can do my paint jobs on it, but is there no way to customize it from, I guess I can't customize it that much, but I can try to customize it from this, which is what I'm going to do. So supply color press. Okay. And then this is where I can buy accessories. So like I could buy the ladder for it. I could get special mud flaps. Yep. Get different accessories for it, which, you know, this will be a standard issue. I don't have the accessories pack, so I don't bother with that just yet. This would be the hoses. I'm guessing this would allow for... I honestly don't know how much of a difference this would make for some things, so I'm not going to worry about it. I can select my tires and hubcaps and rims, so I could put all sorts of stuff on it, but unfortunately the tires really don't seem to perform that much of a function like they normally would, like for us in the real world. So it's all decorative stuff based on my understanding of it at this moment, of course. So I'm going to set this as the one I would want to buy, and I will purchase it. Send it to my Bakersfield garage because that's where I'm stationed out of, and then I can access it from the trailer manager. So my others I have 3 other trailers. Have to see if where I can get in to look at them. I think I can look at this. No, doesn't look like it. I'm not sure where I'd find it then, but basically I do have, I think I have 2 of these, and I can't remember what the third one I have is. I think it might be the Wooden Low Boy, but that's what I have in my inventory right now. So, and then it's got this other stuff with truck upgrades that are available, trailer upgrades, trailer explorers, trailer index, logistics maps. Oh, I have not actually looked at this part yet, so I'm sure though if I would take some time to look at it, it'd probably help me like a great deal with many aspects of this. So what I could do now, since I still have over $300,000 left, I could see about the cost of getting a new truck for one of my other drivers, and basically get somebody a brand new truck, use the other one as a hand-me-down, and hire another driver.
On Simulator Radio. Said you hated the ocean, but you're surfing now. I said I love you for life, but I just sold out.
I would say I think they get more expensive as we go back. So like here's a Volvo Peterbilt cab sleeper, which is pretty close to what I have, I think. Yeah, actually it does look pretty close to what I have, just a different color. Mac Anthem. Lots of stuff to consider when you're getting it. Not that I know a whole ton of it, because like all this stuff I don't really understand for the most part, but I understand a fair bit of it. I could go to the truck dealer myself, because since I bought 3 trucks, I can buy online. Let's see here, who is this? Kenworth. So yeah, I can buy online and look at what they have for defaults and then build them to my specifics. So I can go into the configuration wizard and put all the, like I could get the better engine put in it right away. I could get the better suspension on it here, like, you know, put the 300 gallon on it right away. And then does it all? No. Oh, this is transmission. That's why I was to look at. But you know, I can go and put all this other stuff on here for it. Oh wow! But see, as it is now, it's good for normal cargo. But I, like, if I wanted to build, wow. Wow. If I wanted to build it up for normal cargo, I wouldn't really have any clue what to do. But, like, I would want something that has, like this, the uneven terrain and the heavy cargo maneuverability, ability to traverse the hills. I can come in here and I could tweak the interior and change it to a color I want. Wow. Yeah. Would stick with the sky metallic blue for the color. And this is where I can buy, like, I can buy the deflectors, I can buy sun visors, the red lights for the heavy loads, the bumpers, banners. I know on mine I have a bull bar. I don't know if I, oh, yep, I was gonna say, I don't know if I can buy that for this one, but I can't remember which one I have on mine. I think it's this bull bar. And then the side skirts, flares, the type of side mirrors, main mirrors I have. For some reason, you can put driver's plates and co-driver's plates on these. I don't understand that. I will be perfectly honest. I would literally need to. You need to ask someone like Rooster, who's done this for a living, what exactly why they would have that, because it makes zero sense to me. But again, and then here we can do the tires, the plates. In here I can get additional mirrors somewhere. Well, maybe not in this model then. I don't know. Oh no, here it is. Like I can get the front mirrors. I think over here's another mirror. Yep. To give me, you know, constant ability to see everything or whatever. But and if I would buy like I can put this in there, but I don't have the accessories, because you can buy stuff that you can just put on the bedding with the accessory pack. I should buy it at some point because it's only I think it's $3 Canadian. Then the dashboard, I could put this on to get the stuff for the dashboard. Mirrors again. Give me a different look on the steering wheel. But since I'm not driving it, I'm not going all that far out. I did have this on my other truck that I gave away, but I didn't put it on this one that I bought. I can probably go around and do that, but... And then I think that's it, because this is the mirrors again. So see the changes I'm making, all the stuff I'm downgrading to some degree to make it something more to my liking. Confirm, and then that will be the one that I would buy. Purchase. Let's go ahead and put it in my Arizona store, and we'll give it to Alice. We'll assign Alice to it after I get it delivered. And then driver manage. And then table view. Okay. I obviously don't know how to do all this stuff that well because I would like to reassign Alice to let me guess, I have to do relocate. Yeah, that's how I do it. Now I can go into the recruit agency and hire a new driver. It's a situation where I don't know much about what looks viable and what doesn't, but considering most of them are all around the same start, I guess I'll hire this guy and put him in on that old truck in my Flagstaff garage. Oh, and look, I got a new driver available to me. But I'm not interested in buying another truck right now, even a used one. So, because the used one's more than likely than not, I buy it, I'll have to drive it and take it to be repaired, because even though they'll do that after you get it roadworthy for them, they won't repair it for themselves. They make you do it. So. And I'm still here joining. Okay. So I'm up here in Yakima. Let's get back to my garage in Bakersfield, which is right here. Maybe I'm not in the right button for this then. Navigation, that's how I do it. Quick travel. Bakersfield. It's going to cost me almost $2,000, but we'll do it anyway and confirm quick travel to Bakersfield. And now, even though I would have sworn it would have put me at my garage, gotta figure out where I'm at necessarily, because I don't know. Okay, I know where I'm at now. Hour and a half, that's not bad. And as you can see, I don't need my one mirror up on this display because of how I have everything set. I can easily see my oh, you dumbass. I can see my driver's side mirror just fine, but I can't see my passenger side, so I have it set up this way. Don't know why I picked that one up when it's going to need charged. This one needs charged, and it's also going to need more juice because it's pretty well empty. But now I'll go back to my garage and pick up my tanker and see about taking on a cargo job. This one, what they're called. So when you buy garages in this game, the default price for the garage when you buy it comes with 3 slots. It's $180,000, and then to upgrade to the 5, like my Flagstaff one is, it's $100,000. I don't know why it's such a big discrepancy between the two, but it is. So. Come on, move. And I'm gonna go. Come on. So, this is my truck headquarters, as they call it. And of course, the building will change when you buy the $100,000 upgrade. I can go in. I think this is how I pick up my trailer. But you gotta stop the engine. Oh, I'm resting. Oops. That's fine. Oh, look, Mark made $9,000 for once. And he couldn't find any work. Returned empty fuel and maintenance costs are $268. Okay, that's not bad. Usually it's a lot more than that. Okay, so I should have a trailer here. So, and because of all the high value whatever I take, this garage is 100% productivity. Unfortunately, my other one just is not doing that good at the moment. I could go ahead and upgrade this, and that would leave me with $61,000. And that will give me the 2 extra spaces. And then I think it will allow me to repair them at location. I think. So I don't know. There should be some way for me to pick up that trailer myself. I have to figure out where it's at though. It's raining. You tell me I can't pick up my own trailer? Because it's assigned to my truck, so upgrade, relocate, so Maybe I have to do it this way. Oh, yes. Trailer has been successfully attached. Okay, your brand new trailer access cargo market to deliver a wide assortment of cargo to their destinations. Wow. Now, granted, I have to be mindful of what I take because depending on how long it takes me to get there, the job could quite literally run out of time before I actually get there to pick it up. So, like, in all honesty, my best would be my best bet would be there, but I would have to set the GPS to see what is available. Now, see, this is the external stuff. This connects to World of Trucks, which is part of the game that the company itself. These time remaining are in real world time. So this 17 hours and 2 minutes is how long I actually have to do it. So I could pick it up now and finish it for tomorrow, as long as I do it by the end of that 17 hours. So like if I pick up now and start now, and I go to bed, I'd be able to come back up to that same job tomorrow and finish it. And the real world time would just be things. Days when I log out, they stay as they are. But as you can see, there is a bit of a discretion between the time to pick up. And so it's 11 hours to that one that I just took, so unfortunately I am not taking it. Yep, I do have that attached. So of course I can't really take it as much as I would like to. External contracts. I want external market. But so this one I could literally take it now. It will sync, and I have that much time to go there without it being an issue, because it won't take me to the area I need to be defaultly. Where the hell am I in my thing? Oh, I'm on the side of the freaking building. That's where I'm at. And this, so it would allow, like if I damage the trailer, it would allow me to fix the trailer myself, and I'm stuck. I tried turning on my differential so that way I could get power and whatever to move, but it didn't honestly help me very much, did it? At least I got out of there finally. So this will be fun because this is literally the first time I'm doing one of these particular contracts. So, let's see how much fun I can have with it. And on the Volvo that I gave up, there was a specific button that would light up when I had the differentials unlocked on it, but I don't think I have that button to light up in this one. Either that or I didn't buy it. I have no idea. Okay. Just want to make sure I could clear the damn thing. After vaping that other one, now this one doesn't taste right. Screw me. And everything else will just eventually dry off.
Questions that I need to know. How you could ever hurt me so. I need to know what I've done wrong and how long it's been going on. Was it that I never paid enough attention? Or did I not give enough affection? Not only will your answers keep me sane, but I'll know never to make the same mistake
Wrong button.
again.
I'm turning this radio off. Because
Or even on the phone.
actually, I could probably turn this one on. See what's on here. Yeah, let's just call it good. It's nice to have the background noise, you know, admittedly, but if it's going to be crap, it is crap. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, so this is, I mean, this is pretty much the entire premise of the game. Build your own little trucking empire and hope that you're good at it. Now, my only question is, am I going to be able to get back in to get the turnoff I need? Or is it turnoff? Sometimes I don't necessarily trust the routes that this game gives, because it looks like I could just turn off on the left, but I could be wrong. And so this icon here is another garage I could buy. I don't have the money for it though, of course, so can't buy it now, but I know where it's at. Yeah. So I wonder how this is going to work with me picking up everything, not just a trailer. Uh, Cargo is ready to be loaded. Proceed to the loading area. Head towards the green flag on your map. Hurry up and open, please. I don't want to get hit head on, and I don't want to have my brand new trailer damaged. Thank you. Yeah, I entered the wrong way, didn't I? Yes, even though it doesn't look like it. Because I don't think... Can I squeeze through here? Maybe. Nope. So now I gotta carefully try to maneuver myself out into the right spot. And of course I got stuck. Okay. Let's all enjoy the fact that Rogue doesn't know how to drive. Okay. Now go ahead and... do it this way. And then... Eat. Okay. That should not have been that difficult. But again, it's me, so it is that difficult. Alright. Come on. What's going on? I will be right back. There's a lot of noise upstairs. Okay. I will bear in a minute here. I just gotta put this Tupperware away. It's really, and technically speaking, it is not good to be playing. Even though I have my light right next to me, it's not really good to. Hey there, Gaffer. How you doing? Um, it's not good to be playing games in a room that is not appropriately lit. Okay, so and as far as me having to go upstairs to see what the noise was, the siblings were fighting. Peanut was bothering his sister, and yeah. Oh, I'm good. The cats are being cats. I guess that's about all I can say. I'm trying my very first cargo contract, I believe it is, where I'm picking up the stuff myself and delivering it. Problem is I don't know how to drive very well, obviously, so trying not to. Okay, straighten out my tires, and maybe that won't be what I need to do. I don't know. Oh, stop the engine and load the cargo. Okay, so it takes a certain amount of time to do it too, and now I can actually get out of here and go deliver. Yeah, I don't know really what to say about it. It's a game that I recently got into playing because of some friends, and I've gotten to the point that I enjoyed it. I'm also pretty far into the game because of the level I'm at. So, yes, it is. Technically speaking, no, it is not my first trailer, but it is the first trailer I've hooked up to my vehicle instead of giving it to my drivers. So, you know. And of course, I didn't go with something easy. Went with something that usually gives me good money when I was doing the freight contracts. I bought a fuel tanker because on average they pay between 50 and 70,000 per delivery. I mean, if you really want to see somebody who's, yeah, if you want to see somebody who's really good at this game and they're pretty far into it, House of Inept, I believe the streamer's name is Despero. I can't remember what his like his screen name is, um, but he plays this with a bunch of his friends. I rated him the last time I played this to finish off a stream, and I was watching him for a while. He has an $11 million bank account, which is something else. But and he plays it with a VR headset, so he's got a completely different type of like whatever you want to call it here than what I have because he uses the VR version. I do not have a VR headset because woo That was close. Uh, because as you can see, I have glasses, and so my vision is whatever. Even my 3DS, I trust me, I have my 3DS sitting right next to me here. Actually, as much as I love the console, I could never turn the 3D on because it would give me headaches. And but that was back before I actually had a current prescription for my glasses. So I, as much as I'd like to try VR, I don't know if I'd ever be able to, you know, get a headset without having to get custom lenses put in there so that way I can see properly. And it's not so much even just basically like they're not bad. These aren't even a full point in each lens. I have an astigmatism, and so I have to have that corrected so I can see clearly. But yeah, in all honesty, it's a good game. The base game comes with the states California and Nevada, and then like when I first bought it, I bought it that it came with the Arizona expansion as a bundle, and then in the last week, I bought five more states, and there's still five more states to buy to play in through. And oh, I see. I did not know that because I've never been in a position where I've gotten motion sickness, and knew that that's what that was. And I appreciate you entertaining my little tangent there. It was just a situation where, like I said, I'd love to try VR. Just even at the one of the, do we have more than one still? I think we only have one VR arcade here in town, but I don't know if I could play it and have my glasses on. Is my only concern. Yeah, no, I loved the hell out of my 3DS for the longest time. I haven't like back before they closed down the shop. I didn't go in and update stuff like I probably should have. So I don't even know what of my games would still run. But I enjoy my 3DS. I have a Switch that I play occasionally because at some point I've swapped over to playing on PC because I can have all my games. I've got tired of losing my consoles when I moved, and I don't even know if they're still in the person's possession that I asked to keep an eye on them to send them to me when I left the United States, but I had a bunch of consoles and I'll never get them again. Well, thank you so much for the follow. I greatly appreciate that. You'll have to forgive me. I'm fighting off some kind of issue that sometimes leaves me a little bit scratchy froggy throated and whatever. So, started out as a sinus infection, went to a chest cold, and now I think it's pretty well over, but my allergies are just screwed. I was going to say, if they go up that ramp too, I am going to not be happy. I might push them out in traffic, but they didn't go up the ramp. Yeehaw. Alrighty. But yeah, I decided I wanted to stream tonight because I have my computer area to myself tonight, and it's like, what do I want to do? And I decided, you know what, I'll just do this because I've must be my ADHD or something, but I am obsessed to some degree with this game right now and trying to build up my little truck driving empire. So This is why I decided to pull out of my basket of random shit to play. Have I bought this back scratcher? Oh, right there, right there. Ow. I will be perfectly honest. I don't quite understand that myself because um 20 yeah, no, that would make sense. But for some reason, when I like this is the cab I'm driving is the first one I bought new. I just bought another one for one of my other drivers here not too long ago, but this was the first one that I bought new. And in order to give myself the towing capacity, for the heavy loads, I had to put in an 18 uh, gear uh, engine or transmission, whichever one of the two it is. But I had to put the 18 shift in. Otherwise, I wouldn't have enough energy. I wouldn't have enough power to take some of these heavier loads uphill. And it's just one of those things. I am not really a vehicle person to the degree that other people I play this game with periodically are. Like, I've never driven a tractor trailer in person, like in my actual life. My father was a tractor trailer driver before he met my mother and all that, but I don't remember him ever telling me a whole lot about it. I have a very limited understanding of engines as far as it goes with diesels. I'm a bit better knowledge with car engines because I was a quick lube mechanic for about a year, and they trained me, and I actually obtained my master technician certification through the company, so I knew not just tires, oil, and differentials, but I learned about the coolant and the coolant windshield washer fluid, the radiators, and some of the other stuff. It's a little bit hazy because I wasn't there long enough to use to commit it to memory, but um, yeah. That I do remember him doing though when I was growing up too. My father, he used to work on lawnmower engines and even our cars that we had when I was growing up. So some stuff I might have just pushed to the back of my head from him, but you know, most of my actual car knowledge is, I guess, basic on some levels, but as a gay man, it's above other levels. I don't know how you want to quantify that because, but yeah, it's just one of those things. But then again, I also, the ADHD and shit in me. I have lots of random things that people find interesting. I've got stories about stuff that have no real reason for my little bitty brain to hang on to, but I hang on to it because I found it interesting when I was learning it or learned about it, and so I committed it to some extent in my memory. And so, but yeah, I do agree with you though. I don't understand why they would want you to have such a high gear to shift into in order to pull the basically a heavy duty load, because that would be overtaxing on the engine, I would think. So, and honestly, if you know more about this stuff, I'd love to hear about it because it's one of those things I don't know much about, but I would like to hear like the real world correlation between all this stuff because it, to some degree, does fascinate me. But I rather hear people talk about it because when I read stuff I can't comprehend, again, ADHD, so I like being told by people so that I have a better grasp of it. And I don't even have my lights on. There we go. What in the holy hell is all this? Is there an accident up here? Oh, no. Everybody just needs to merge because we're going down to one lane. That's what it is. I will tell you something else about this game if you haven't played it, which I'm going to guess so that based on what you mentioned here about the gears you probably have. I find it excellent but also irritating how accurate some of the driving you experience in this game is with people stopping when they shouldn't and cutting you off, brake checking you, and everything else. I mean, in some ways, that's part of why I decided to stream this because I have, when I've played this off stream, I've been petty enough that when somebody brake checked me, caused me to crash into somebody else, after I passed them, they tried to pass me and I put them right in the damn ditch on that road because I was not happy. I was doing good, no accidents, no nothing, and then because the vehicle on my left was right in my blind spot, I hit them, and so well, yeah, I mean, it is a simulator, and I didn't expect it to have that level of accuracy, though, was, I think, what I was thinking, because, like, I don't know. I figured they would make the AI drivers a little bit more like a perfect world where everybody drives like not an idiot, but no, which way? I do want to go straight. Okay. Let me get past this curve so I can read what you. Perfect. That would be such a boring game. Nope. Yeah, I guess you're. I mean, in all honesty, yeah, you're right. It would be boring after a while. The random accidents that shut off certain streets and go down to one lane because of road construction and on-road accidents and everything else. It does add a whatever you want to call it of trying to figure out what you're doing and how not to be late on your delivery. But like I disabled the fatigue simulator and I turned off the offense like because running the lights, hitting people like that costs on average about 900 to 900, 700, or upwards of $1,000, depending on what it is. But I turned it off because I just wanted to be able to drive like a madman today. Yeah, no, absolutely. It does give it a lot of depth for a game. So. But you picked a good time to join me because I just turned off the radio because the songs that the truck simulator radio was playing were just bizarre. So couldn't take that anymore. Get off the rumble strips. I think that's what they're called. Okay. Oh, so before you joined, this game has a radio station simulator, and you can actually upload actual radio stations as well. I used one of the radio station simulators, and the music that it had started playing had gotten to be a bit bizarre, for at least for me, and so I turned it off because it had some good music, good songs, at least by my taste, in it, but then they had some very strange ones that I've never heard before, and I'm like, yeah, that's enough of that. Because normally when I play this, I actually have podcast videos going on in the background from YouTube, and that when I'm not on stream. But when I'm on stream, I usually don't have anything else playing because normally I play more actiony games than this. But it was one of those things I turned on the radio because of my voice giving me hell for whatever reason. Oop. Someone got pulled over. Which is something they don't actually do in this game. They don't actually pull you over. At least you as the player, they don't pull you over. They just issue you the ticket. Spotify is always the answer, but I have no good trick. On English? If you don't mind me asking, is English a secondary or tertiary language for you, or? Okay, what is your primary language? Russian. Okay, well, that's actually pretty neat. Um, so I'll put it out there. I'm 40 years old, so random old person story time. Where I grew up back in the U.S. in Pennsylvania, my cousin lived a couple hours away and went to a school. His school offered 4 languages. The school I went to only offered 3. Both schools offered Spanish, French, and German. His offered Russian, and he had. I don't know how fluent he is anymore because it's been how long has it been? Probably the better part of 30 years since I saw him last. But he had took Russian every year he was in high school for 4 years. So, and unfortunately, I genuinely don't know any Russian besides like touristy stuff, like basically alcohol names. And I don't even think that's entirely accurate either. So, yeah, I thought it was quite interesting that they offered that as a language course, especially in the little podunk area that we grew up in. Like, talk about rural part of a state. Like, the town I grew up in was 4,000 people, I think. And he lived in a place where the entire township was, I think, maybe 10,000 people. So, yeah, no, and full disclosure, this was back in the 80s and 90s. I don't know what they do now. I know some schools probably do teach Russian still, especially in the bigger cities. But like I said, this was rural Pennsylvania that he and I grew up in, so it was quite the surprise. Okay, I gotta figure where I'm at. What the hell city am I in? Oh, probably Vegas. Yeah, 1990. Yeah, it would have been a little bit realistic for the time, I would suppose. So, oh, Alice, my driver Alice leveled up, and she finished a job that netted me about what was it, 3,300. So, okay, make sure I'm in the right lane for all this. So, um, besides Russia, is there any other countries that Russian is their first language? Or Russian is the language that they speak as their whatever? Like, I know parts of Brazil, Portuguese, or maybe it's the entire country Brazil, Portuguese is actually what they speak from a lot of what I've read. And of course, then they do have their individual dialects and all that sort of thing. But Popo. Oh, good grief. I want to say, I'm reading that I'm wanting to say Belarus, but I believe it's Belarus. Ooh. And Ukraine and parts of Kazakhstan. Okay. Ah, okay. So then I imagine besides Russia and those places, the further out you go, the chances of many people knowing how to communicate with you in Russian if you can't, like that intermediary where they can kind of understand Russian enough to help you and all that. I take it that as a traveler, those chances diminish as you leave those areas you mentioned. Oh, the fuck. Yeah, yeah. Port of entry. Where am I going? There it is. Now I've got to go into the weigh station, and weigh the however many tons of oil or whatever it is I'm carrying. Alrighty. 75,896 pounds. Thank you for your cooperation. Well, I'm sure I'd be fined if I didn't stop. Not that I've ever actually not stopped for the weigh station, so. Where in the hell is my dumbass heading? Grand Junction. Okay, I have no idea what state that is off the top of my head. Because there's St. George Beehive State. You can see my hobby is to talk. Whoop! Native English speakers and test myself. Well, I mean, in all fairness, that's a good hobby, and it's really the best way that you're going to improve your efficiency. So, I have co-workers who are from other countries too, and I have one, he's from India, and so he does make it a point to try to talk to me as much as possible so he can get his English comprehension up a bit better. And I always tell him to take what I say with a grain of salt because of where I grew up and being from the U.S. and everything else. I have my own slang, dialects, and everything else that he has to keep in mind are not across the board. Like like people are familiar with the term y'all from southern states. In my specific part of Pennsylvania where I grew up, we had a different word for that, and that word was yins. Y-I-N-Z. It's the same thing as y'all, but it's the way we said it, and it's specific to the area from like Philadelphia up towards, where was it? Philadelphia up towards Williamsport and then down to Pittsburgh. So, like, it's basically the interior of the state of Pennsylvania. That's one of the few local slangs that you don't hear outside of, you know, being there. Well, now you do because of the internet, but Beehive State. Which freaking state is that? Cedar City. I didn't buy the Wyoming DLC, so I have no idea what state I'm actually in. You know what? Hit the map button. We'll find out. Oh, Utah. Okay. And Grand Junction is in Colorado. Okay. That makes a lot more sense now. The one DLC I should buy, or the next one I should buy maybe, is Kansas because I lived there for 5 years before I came to Canada. So I'd like to see which one of the larger cities they've incorporated into the game. About your statement. We have the Spain. Let's do it this way so that way there's a lot of Russian immigrants. Some Alaska representatives use modern Russian language. The UAE has a lot of Russian immigrants. Turkey, the list goes on. I'm sure that any. Okay. Okay, yeah, I mean, in all honesty, that does make sense. I was thinking more of just, I, for some reason, didn't think of immigration as part of it when I should have. I was just thinking as a tourist. But yeah, that would make sense because I'm pretty sure we do have uh, people who are either immigrants from Russia or first generation Canadian born Russian here in town. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And I honestly should have thought better of that. And if it came off as ignorant, I do apologize for that because that was genuinely not my intent. Thank you. Alrighty, the speed limit's 80. I was gonna say, get your asses moving so I can get mine. Off ramp speed is 40, not 30. Oh, I'm gonna have to stop for gas too by the looks at my fuel tank there. But it says I have. I can't even read that. 400, 600 some odd miles left, and I'm less than, excuse me, 300 miles to my delivery, so I should be good to make that and then refuel. Uh, okay, if you're gonna switch lanes and keep at the speed you were originally keeping at, clown hole. I can't wait for my new USB cords to come in. I don't think my other vape is completely charged yet. I need to pick a lane myself. Yeah, like I said when I first started, my computer is a custom built one that I built myself for gaming. It's got 64 gigs of RAM on a 64 system, and the graphics for this are set to ultra as their default setting. And the graphics for this is just like the sunrises, the sunsets, they're wonderful. The night skies are nice. I don't know if they're ever going to introduce like astrological is the right word? Events like the occasional meteor shower, or if it's going to include like if they put Canada in or someplace further up north. I don't know if they'll ever include the aurora borealis in part of the graphics or not, but like the graphics for this game is I mean, they are. It's generally beautiful for the most part. What's up? The fact that I've got a 64 gig RAM. Well, it is, and I don't use it for like what a lot of people would want to use it for, like for video editing. Although I am starting to try my hand at that stuff, and that I got it for my gaming, specifically for my gaming, because I've have games that I've tried playing before on my previous computer that I bought out of the store, and it Monster Hunter is. I'll give you the exact game. The Monster Hunter World game. I bought it and tried playing it. My old computer would only run it at 8%. It would only run 8% of the game at any one click. And so I put all that RAM in there so that way I could have my games run as good as they could and give me the best graphics possible, considering I'm using a 32-inch LCD TV for my monitor. But I also do want to eventually get a actually like an actual nice dedicated computer monitor to really enjoy these graphics better, even with my vision being wonky. Final Fantasy 14, I haven't played that in a while, but when I first built this computer, that was literally the first MMO I downloaded on it was Final Fantasy 14. When I did not let it limit the frame rate, it would run that game at 164 frames per second. Meanwhile, the only display its display capability by default is maxed at 60 frames per second, which it hits no problem. So I wound up capping it so that way I wasn't making my computer work harder for no reason. This one, though, like I said, most of my games now, which I don't know, it's nice, but most of the games that I play and install now, they default set to the highest graphics that they're capable of rendering, giving my RAM, my processor, and my video card. And even for me not having a super high def TV or monitor for my games, they still put out some very, very nice picture. And it's just a situation where I know that Twitch does a certain amount of compression with a lot of stuff. So even if you guys don't get to see what I see, hopefully what you guys see via Twitch's compressing and this and that, hopefully is still nice. Like it's well worth it for you guys as well. Oh, there's a picture point up here. Okay, let me see here. Can I get it from here? Because this actually would be a pretty good picture at the moment. Yes, San Rafael Swell top view area. And I got that trophy. Okay, now I gotta get ready to go back to driving, and I am back. Truck exit ramp. Oh, I see. Can't pass because that other car's in my blind spot. Whoop. Whoopsie daisy. I was not paying enough attention. I swiped that car. It's for saturation, color balance, and the gaming monitor. Just yeah, no, honestly, it might be. I would have to see if I could find out anything on it. I just know it's a TV brand I never heard of when I bought it, but I bought it because it was cheap at the time. But I do also want to be able to have a dual monitor, so that way, instead of relying on my phone to be able to interact with you or anybody else in my stream, I can keep looking ahead and have it within, you know, a quick view one way or another. But yeah, where I work, we do sell TVs, and I've seen some amazing quality of picture with OLED and QLED, but they're massive. Don't worry about if you're using your proper prepositions incorrectly. I'm a native English speaker, and let me tell you, I barely passed the English class. So don't you worry about that. The important thing is that you're understood more so than being grammatically correct. Because based on the best way I can put this is an observation for myself, is that being grammatically correct is a big thing if you're submitting a paper or doing something formal. But if you are just talking to another person, being grammatically correct is not necessarily the most important thing in the world. The most important thing is understanding, to be able to be understood and comprehend what the person you're speaking to is saying and comprehend what they're saying to you. That's what's important. And no, based on what, because I went and reread that sentence, based on what I read, no, it looks just fine. So, alrighty, I'm almost there. Less than an hour in game time away. So, so I will let you know I normally don't stream this late because my computer area is in the basement suite of my housemate. But when he's out of town, I do try to stream late like this. So I'll probably be trying to stream again tomorrow night. But normally I stream early in the morning. My as far as North America go, or as far as North America goes, my time zone is Mountain Time, but in the UTC, I think it is. Can't remember what it's supposed to be short for, but it's like I can't even think of the word. Traffic. Pay attention to the traffic, Batman. Um, my time zone is negative. I just did a weight check. Um, is -7 off of, I think it's the Grand Meridian, Great Meridian, whatever it is. Basically, wherever the zero time starts, mine is behind 7. Okay, so UTC. So I'm -7 UTC. So, and I don't know what yours is, but I'm sure that when I would stream early in the morning, it would probably be stupid late for you. And the only thing that I honestly don't like about playing this in general is how long it takes the deliveries. If you want to do the high paying deliveries to actually get somewhere, if I would take the cheaper ones or the less ones that pay less, I could get more done. But right now I'm trying to build up my little company, so I'm not doing it. But it takes so long to do some of these that I don't always get a bunch of them done in. Or I guess I don't get to get a bunch of them completed in a certain amount of time. Like in the 2 hours or so I've been streaming, I have finished two. And one was a quick job because it was from the I used the employer's truck and trailer, and then this will be the second one I completed. So it's one of those things. It's a good game. It's something nice to relax with as far as that goes. But as far as quick advancement or anything of the like, it's not really that entertaining for some of it. Okay, now where am I delivering this to? Round back, it looks like. Excuse me. From the U.S. who are okay, so they would be -5 UTC. They are on Eastern Standard. They're on Eastern Daylight Time, I guess, because we're in daylight savings time now. But I don't want to stop and rest, so that's not gonna happen. Where is the spot that I have to unload this? Yeah, because it's just after midnight here. So yeah, you are correct. You are very well informed of your time zones. So oh. Ah, that's where that's where I need to be, and I need to go around the block essentially because I'd be coming in at the wrong side. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it this way. But I was saying that because unfortunately, after I'm done with this, we'll see what the results are, and then I'm gonna have to go because it is midnight. I'm tired, and I do have to work tomorrow. Not that I ever sleep that late or that much, but I will more than likely do this again tomorrow night. I don't know if I will be playing this or if I will play Deep Rock Galactic or what I'll be playing, but I will be playing something. Alrighty, let's see if I mean, that's fair. And yeah, I guess in this day and age with the internet and, having friends that live in all sorts of different time zones, you kind of have to learn it. I learned it when I was younger just because that was one of those weird things that caught my attention. So, all right. Am I going to? Nope. I have to straighten everything out a bit and then back in, I guess. 9 a.m.? Okay, well, it's a 9-hour difference, so it's not bad. Okay. And delivered. No, I got extra stuff from doing both of those trailer maneuverings. Roller trucks contract complete 4. So I made $60,000 off of that one. I'm almost level 30. So that's not bad. Yeah. And from where I'm at, what do I have? There are no external market contracts for this company, but cargo. There are no available cargoes for your trailer. Make sure you have all the necessary skills to carry cargoes. This trailer. I must not have enough stuff unlocked in. I must not have enough stuff unlocked to get another job from here. Bye bye. Hot activity. I will try to do that, and you have a good day. Enjoy your Sunday. Hopefully everything goes well and you have a good day. I will see you later. Take care. Stay safe. I'm going to raid out. Actually, you know what? I'm probably not going to raid out. Uh, no, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to raid out because it's late. I don't feel like playing around to find somebody. In the meantime, stay safe. Take care. I will see you tomorrow night and then Monday morning for my usual streams, and we'll pick up into our week as usual. Bye bye.